Welcome back, same shirt, different video. Today we got a unboxing from Hamilton Bait and Tackle. Picked up some rods, trade in some rods. Once again, if you did not know, Hamilton Bait and Tackle does a trade-in, kind of like American Legacy, just downsized. They don't have as many as American Legacy, but they're adding stuff all the time. So I took part of it. I know some of my stuff's already been bought, but you can go on there, pick up some of my old gear. Aaron dropped some stuff off, but I'm gonna show you what I picked up. I picked up 3 rods and 1 reel. So let's get into it. First one is from their used side. Saw it in there when I went in there to pick up one of my rods and then bought the other one. So decided to pick it up and try it out this year. It says the Old Gen Shimano Corrado 7.6 heavy. It's rated from 1/2 ounce to 1.5 ounces. It is kind of on the stiffer side. So the kind of plan with this, because I did pair it up with a 7-speed Bantam, is to kind of do a lot of the power fishing stuff with it. Of course, 7.6 heavy. But try to do some flipping with it once the summer comes up, where our main lake is getting a lot more grass this year. So maybe do some little bit more flipping in it. Throwing a big worm, of course, in the summertime, dragging a big worm, big shaky heads. Also doing some wobble heads on this, you know, some big 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce on this rod as well. And then once the summertime really gets kicked off, trying to do some bigger swim baits offshore, like 1/2 ounce heads on a mag draft or something, just to see, try something a little bit different. And then once wintertime comes, 8 rigs on this. This pretty much replaced that Dobbins Champion 764, so I think it's gonna do just fine. Next rod is a crappie rod. So with me, technically stopped running as many Dobbins rods. I wanted to replace my Dobbins Sierra, so I picked up originally a 7.3 Akumo rod. I think it's called like the IPC or something. Really solid rod for 80 bucks. You'll see that in a couple of videos now, a couple Sundays from now. Really solid rod, but it's a 1-piece rod. I love having a 2-piece, so I can break it down and leave it in my rod locker at all times. So if I'm struggling that day, I can tie on a little crappie bait and go catch bluegill or catch bass that day. So I picked up the ACC crappie stick. This is a 7'6" rod, and it's 2-piece. So I do get the 2-piece capability with this, but also being a little bit longer. It just got the microwave guides. It's just a stainless steel guide, and it's not an insert. So it's a little bit more durable of a guide instead of like a Alkine insert, but it's a little more noisy. That's kind of we got to deal with. But it's cork handle. I went with the cork. I didn't go with the sure grip. To me, it's just fine. I did pick up a loose B-Spin 10 for the Akumo rod. I swapped it to this. I'm gonna probably pick up a Akumo reel for the Akumo rod, or pick up like some casting reel or something. But this got 10-pound Strike King Contora braid. Actually, I don't know if they still have them, but they had the braid buy one get one free at Hamilton. It's pretty decent for the price. I think it's with the sale. I forget where they are. It's like $6-7 bucks a spool, or $8 a spool. So pretty cheap braid. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but for the price, it's a little more on the coarser side, but it's not too bad. But I'll be running 10-pound and then usually 6-pound Flora, and then of course you know that's 6 cents head with a little Bobby Garland or even that Clobber minnow. But really excited for this. I've only had it out once. You'll see those videos in the future a little bit, but really good rod so far. Really have liked this rod so far. So if you saw Wednesday's video, I've already kind of talked about this rod, about getting it to do some shaky head stuff. And this was the technically second main reason I went to Hamilton Bait Tackle over the weekend. First was my ACC crappie stick because it came in. But I wanted a higher end spinning rod that will kind of do everything, but mainly right now swim baits because of the time of the year. But also, because of the time of the year, start throwing some wacky rigs. So I picked up the Daiwa Tatula Elite Series AGS model, the carbon fiber guides. I'm a little nervous. Car they break. Not the easiest on my gear, but I've been hearing a lot about these, how sensitive they are, the lightness shock you get from the guide. I want to try it. So if you don't know, AGS guys are full carbon, I think. Full carbon fiber, remember right? looks like it's got an insert. I look it up, but if the insert is like titanium or something, but really high end rod. The Daiwa Tulas I think are kind of slept on by me. I don't use a ton of them. I probably should. Overall, really good. But this is the Rainy Howl edition. It's a 7.3 medium. Of course, it's all upside down. 7.3 medium. It's rated from 3/16 to half ounce, 8 to 20 braid, and it's a medium extra fast. And how it's labeled, and there's one reason I picked it up and even flexed it: shaky heads, small swim baits, drop shots. And that is pretty spot on. Is it the most pool noodling rod in the world? No, it doesn't load super deep, but it does have a softer tip, but it does load into a nice medium backbone. You will see this rod in action. I got some videos already done for the future, but this rod has already done some good work for me. I caught a couple swim bait fish on it, lost swim bait fish. And then yesterday, as recording this video, or a couple days ago actually, Memorial Day, I caught a 3-pounder on a wacky rig. I know, it's only a 3-pounder, but to me, it handled the 3-pounder just fine. Got the hook pin nice and deep, and had no issues getting her in. So overall, I think the combo is absolutely phenomenal. But that's kind of the plan was, you know, wacky rigs, throw a small swim bait. Oh, like I fish a lot of grass, so I'm not fishing a traditional drop shot. So beef up the line to 12 pound, do a weedless hook, like a long shank, like are those robo worm hooks. I forget what the BKK ones are called, but like a long shank drop shot weedless hook, or even like a VMC worm hook or something along those lines, and still throw a drop shot, but with having some power without having to throw a bait caster or a medium light or light power rod. So I think it's going to do everything. I think from how it feels, how it acts, I know I can throw a tube, like a 2-inch tube with open hook, shaky heads, easily 1/8 ounce, 3/16. I can do a lot with this rod. So, and that's, once again, the whole purpose I bought it. So I'm really excited so far. I've caught fish on it, so it's always nice when you spend some money, because this is not a cheap rod. But once again, by the time you're seeing this, you only have a couple of days left. June 1st, Daiwa rods are going up. So if you do want the cheapest Daiwa rods at this time, head over to Hamlin Bait and Tackle, use promo code BASSEN513, and you are getting Daiwa rods the cheapest they will be for a while once June 1st hits. Definitely check them out. So, we'll again Daiwa the Tula. I like matchy, Daiwa, small, lose. So I picked up a Daiwa spinning reel. This is the Daiwa Tula, the new version MQ LT3000. And overall, it's pretty nice. I don't really like these T-handles so far. I've liked it. It's really smooth. I mean, really smooth. That drag, it feels like it's, I feel like I can hit it. It's like so easy to switch. Like it's just so effortless to move that. So overall, really nice. Like you'll see the wacky rig fish, I was able to turn down my drag, and it felt like I turned a quarter turn, and I thought maybe I did too much. It was just perfect. It's really easy to adjust the drag. Really solid reel overall. I'm glad Daiwa finally puts oil and grease in their reels. They didn't have the oil and grease this one. And then also, this is some new braid. I think came out last year. It's called X Braid. I think Daiwa makes this or something. Yeah, to distribute by Daiwa. So I don't know if they make it. I don't know if somebody made it and they're just the ones funding the project. Not 100% sure, but it's made in Japan. This is actually the sinking model, 15-pound braid. And when I was reading the back, it says, blend combines braided line and ester monofilament for a heavier sinking line. And I checked the diameter, it is a little bit thicker of a braid. The faster rate of falls allow for more natural bait presence and a proper WX branding technology for optimal consistency. Said that wrong, but anyway. It's a yellow. You can see it's kind of like a stained yellow. My only if about it, or my only thing I complain about so far, is you tell the Alberto knot, like once I tie, I kind of start to cinch kind of slow, and then once everything looks fine, I kind of pull tight. You have to cinch slow all the way, and as soon as it starts to bunch up, you gotta have to fix it, cinch real slow. This likes to bunch up really quick. But I've caught a lot of fish, I've made a lot of casts, my knot hasn't failed. My knot hasn't remotely just broke. It cinches so good once you go slow. So my confident level on once that's not as cinched is way higher than anything else, because other braids will look like they tied good, they cinch good, you pull on it and you make like 20 casts, you set the first hook and it breaks. This cinch, set the hook a bunch of times, caught probably 6 or 8 fish on this so far, but made a ton of casts. Probably have at least 100 casts minimum on this rod already, and no knot issues. So overall, pretty impressed. I got a 12-pound leader on there right now. So far, pretty impressed with the braid. The sinking part of it, I don't know if it really mattered. I don't know. Hamilton's starting to carry it. No one there really has tried it, so I said, well, I'll grab it. If I didn't say, I picked up 15, really solid braid. I usually like throwing 20 on my spinning rods if I'm doing a lot of wacky rigging or more power stuff, but 15 is a good solid number. So really happy with that rod, and I cannot wait to catch more fish on that, doing a bunch of different things. So, but once again, if you want the dial rod or that ACC crappie stick, they'll be listed below on from Hamilton Bait and Tackle. The Shimano Corrado is a used rod, so I'll probably try to link just the used section so you guys can kind of go through it. I can't remember if my code works on the used stuff, so just try it. If you do, that means you get an extra 10%. But anything here, definitely grab a Daiwa rod before the price increase, especially those Tatula Elites AGS. Been really, really happy with that guy so far. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the business to support me, all the contact information will be in my description. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.